Hey now, what's up y'all? It's Little Paulette without the gang, and I'm back with my recap of Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 6 for Color Boys. And you know, it starts right off with Teddy after he got up and he got in the hospital and came back out, him confronting Tyrese because he saw him and Angela leaving out of his office. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, you guys. I really appreciate it. Like the video, please. Like the video. Yep, my voice is still not completely back because I won't shut the F up, so it doesn't really have a time or a chance to heal. But I'm back, y'all. But Teddy was on a call on speaker with his doctor, and he told his doctor it was just a dizzy spell. But his doctor told him that if he keep on ignoring his medical advice, he ain't gonna mess with him no more. Teddy was like, well, he gonna take his money back, basically. You know how the rich little spoiled people are. Teddy asked Tyrese, are you involved with Angela? Is that why the camera's gone black? And Tyrese like, look, I'm sorry, I can't keep on spying on her. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. So Teddy, punk ass, wanted to throw up in Tyrese's face that he sent his dad to go collect the rent and he got killed by somebody who was supposedly high out of his mind or whatever. I call BS on that too. You want to try to do the guilt trip. And I asked you to go over and talk to Angela because I thought that you could do a job. You know, like he Martin Luther King or something. You know, typical Papa Pope stuff. Then he trying to make it seem like, oh, he got to have trust in him. Because especially if you're seeing my daughter. What daughter? Wait. Oh, Angela, your daughter again? Oh, you know what I got to do for that, right? I can't go back too far, y'all, because it got. But, yeah. Fuller-ish. So Tyrese says, spying on her is not the way for her to earn your trust. He's like, oh, you're right. I'm going to give her and Nikki a cotillion week to remember. Trying to act like he ain't mad. You know, he playing Tyree, right? You know he trying to play somebody. He think he's so smart. Mm-hmm. Y'all see me with my fake lip syncing. And this is called The Myth of the Black Father, of the Absent Black Father. My bad. The Myth of the Absent Black Father. It then cuts to the cotillion practice with all the mothers, and they show Raymond's ex-wife, the reporter that he hired to get dirt on Teddy, you know, talking about how her dad had her cleaning the fish and doing this and doing that, no matter what she did, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's laughing. And Angela's like, Alex, that's her name, what brings you here? And she said she haven't had a rest since the Obama administration. So she's there on vacation. But we know that ain't true because Angela's husband, Raymond, hired her, which is her ex-husband, to find dirt on Angela's father, Teddy Franklin. So Angela interrupted to try to, like, you know, kind of make peace of the situation because she was telling, Alex was telling Leah that I know my celebrity presence bothers you or some shit like that or whatever. So Angela stood up and started giving out coupons saying, oh, well, last minute glam is hard to find, so 20% off in my shop where everybody is treated like a celebrity. And then she turns around and whispers to Leah, homegirl trying to start some ish. And Leah's like, I can clean up my own stuff, thank you. Because to Leah pacing back and forth, And Raymond comes walking in all fast talking about, I got your 911. And she says, Alex Rivera. She's in Oak Bluffs. And he's like, Like he don't know what her punk ass doing there, knowing damn well he called her. And then Leah gonna have the nerve to say she's probably still salty because he chose a true marriage and not a mistake. I'm lost for words, y'all. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all find out about it. Next thing you know, it cuts to the shop where Angela is, and it's packed and booked and busy, baby. You know, them little coupons work, even though everybody's so rich. They was in there to use them 20% off coupons. And Nikki is like, shoot, I thought being the face of Eve's crown was going to be a little bit more glamorous, but look like all I'm doing is working up in the shop. Girl, little Nick, you got to pay your dues somewhere, baby. You got to pay your dues somewhere. Aunt Piggy brings up the fact that Teddy's taking Nikki as a stand-in for the father-daughter dancing. She want to know how Angela really feel about it. Angela's like, look, I just thought it was a good opportunity for her to get to meet her granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? And Aunt Piggy is like, no, I can see it on your face how you really feel about your daddy taking her. And then Angela admits that she's still trying to get the information to help her mother, so she gonna do whatever she need to do so she can get that info. And Angela tells Aunt Piggy how her and Tyreek got the Teddy's brothers' journals that night when they were sneaking in his office. They got 1983 and 1984. And Aunt Piggy is like, you and Tyrese are working on this together? And she's like, And she's like, you are in dangerous territory, honey. Dangerous territory. And Angela's like, yeah, I know. Angela says she don't have no choice. She got to clear her mother's name. It don't matter what happens. Meanwhile, Piggy looking scared to death. Remember how I said that before on another episode when she was looking scared to death whenever Angela talked about finding out what happened to her mother, because Piggy got a secret too. Yeah, sweet little Aunt Piggy. Meanwhile, Nikki gets a text from Taylor and asks her mom could she go meet her, because Taylor texts her something about Cotillion, but it was actually a surprise to meet her at the beach, and she had a nice little picnic set out, and she had stuff put on the ground where it said it was spelled out Cotillion, yes or no, and Taylor asked Nikki to go to the Cotillion with her. Now remember, Taylor is Nikki's cousin's ex, but it's not a cousin that she grew up with. It is Leah's daughter that they just find it out that there's cousins and all that kind of stuff. And Leah's daughter, Lauren, is very jealous of Nikki, and she just sabotaged her trying to get into a good school at the Cotillion dinner or something that they had going on there. So she lost her girlfriend because of it, and now her girlfriend definitely wants to be with Nikki instead of her. Of course, Nikki said yes. And then after she said yes, Taylor was like, me and the other Debs, which is the other girls that's going to the Cotillion, they talked about it and they thought what Lauren did was messed up. So they took a vote and they have voted her Miss Congeniality. And they got her a sash and everything for her to wear. So sweet. See, everybody ain't bees like Lauren. Lauren's just a product of her mother and Teddy. That's all. She just a little miniature them. My bad. It's Most Congenial, not Congeniality. That's the movie with Sandra Bullock. So anyway, Nikki says the most congenial reads the father-daughter letter. And then Taylor gets a little uncomfortable because she forgot all about it. And she's like, well, you don't have to do it. Like, you don't have to do that at all. Nikki's like, oh, no. They chose me. They voted for me. I want to do it. Lord, it cuts to Angela in her kitchen. She read one of the journals, and Teddy come walking his ass in. What is up with him and his daughter? What is up with them? These fools don't never knock. They just come barging into her house all the time. Anyway, so she has to hurry up. She puts a box on top of it and stands in front of the table, and she's talking to Teddy. She tries to play it off, but, you know, she's talking to him saying she hopes this is not a game to him because he's, say he's there for Nikki or whatever, to take her or whatever for something to do with the Cotillion. And he's like, of course, my intentions with my granddaughter are pure. He had to throw in the word granddaughter. Mm-hmm. Teddy said he there bearing gifts. Angela said, you can't buy us. He said, it's tradition. The father gives the daughter, the debutante, pearls. So he opens it up and he shows the pearls. So nice. He claimed the pearls was, his mom's, and they was given to her by his dad. So he want to give them to Nikki. I'm sorry, but I just can't believe that he does anything out of the goodness of his heart. I just don't. Then he said he got a gift for her. She's like, I don't want nothing. He's like, well, it's really a gesture. He pulls out the letter from Nate and talks about the things that Nate said in the letter. It's basically like, he's more concerned. He's concerned about Angela and Nikki, and he feels like he failed Nikki and things like that. And he was passed over twice for parole. Teddy says to Angela, did you know that? You know what's coming, right? Y'all know what's coming. Y'all ain't slow. Teddy, of course, said that Nate asked for assistance and he feels compelled to help him. And Angela's like, you can get him out. And he's like, yeah, I do on this board. Oops, I'm on that board. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he got juice. He can get him out. And Angela's like stuttering. I need time. I haven't. Basically, she haven't told Nikki yet about her dad. So she still got to figure that out. And he's like, well, it's not going to happen overnight. He said, she said, well, he said it could take months. And she said she need time. And he's like, okay, I'll wait for your decision. Mm-hmm. He claimed, I can't give you back the time, but maybe I can give Nikki a few years with her father. And then as for you, I'm very happy with you and Tyreek. And tries to walk off. He's a trip, y'all. He gets almost out the door and says, Tyreek is a good man. Angela looking like, wait, how the hell do you know? Then it cuts to, looks like Instagram with Nikki and Taylor, with a lot of little cute little couple pictures. And of course, it's Lauren flicking through them, looking all sad, like, oh, she lost her best friend. She did. She lost her best friend / girlfriend to her cousin because she's such a B.I. Po-ting-ting. Po-ting-ting. Her mother Leah busts in the door and starts snatching open the curtains like, you're not going to just lay around. And she's like, Mom. And she's like, there will be other tailors. You going to get your butt up. Get up, girl. Get up. She told her ass she going to work. She got 15 minutes to get her ass up because she decided to get herself kicked out of Cotillion. Up and at 'em, Lauren. Up and at 'em, girl. Yeah, so then it cuts to the beach, and Angela's walking down the beach reading the journal, and Tyreek walks up behind her. Angela's crazy, because if Tyreek walked up behind her, anybody could have walked up behind her. That could have been Teddy. Girl, she's crazy. So careless. And she asked him, you told Teddy about us? And he was like, shit, he already knew. He saw us leaving his office that night. He's like, but I don't think he know we got the journals. So she was like, she skimmed through the journals and she didn't really see nothing. But in the one that she had in her hand, she did see something about a Calvin. And I'm thinking Calvin is Tyree's dad. And then she's like, that's your dad, right? And he said, yeah, but why would my dad be in there in his brother's journals when he only worked for Teddy? So dumb. So dumb. But he was like to Angela, it seemed like something else was on your mind. And she's like, yeah, it's Nikki's dad. So she about to tell him about, the letter that he sent to Teddy and about Teddy offering to, get him out. Then Angela gets on this ish about because she a Franklin now, she can get him out, and she feels guilty because all the other black men can't call somebody to get somebody out. But guess what, Angela? Some of those black men do got somebody to call, and they do all kind of shit, and they don't never go to jail. Trust me, you could be the kid of a cop, and you could do all kind of shit and don't go to jail. So there's people that got somebody to call. You need to use the person that you got to call. Stop worrying about everybody else sometimes. And Tyree is like, shit, Teddy took me in and he did me right. So, like, for a while, he made my father's death feel like hitting the lottery. Not trying to be funny or nothing, but Teddy will take care of you, which I know probably bothers Angela because he turned his back on her. But it is what it is. Maybe he's partial to boys. I mean, he did take care of Leah. Tyrese said, take the help and pay it forward. And she's like, you something else, champion for your woman baby daddy. And, you know, he like, have you thought about what's going to happen when he get out? And she like, you don't got nothing to worry about. But I'm thinking that's what Teddy is banking on. That Nate come home and break her and Tyree up. But Angela said she right where she want to be. So I'm going to end it here. This is part 1 of Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 6 for Color Boys. The recap, part 1, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully by next week my voice will be acting right. But I still sound scratchy. I'm over here sounding like Wheezy Jefferson or something. Hey, yo, Wheezy! I dropped my thing. But anyway, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Y'all have a great night. Peace.